Let's dive into the delicious, comforting world of fondue. A bubbling pot of melted cheese right at your table, just waiting to be shared. Fondue isn't just a dish, it's a warm invitation to gather around, slow down, and savor the moment. Imagine the aroma of rich melted cheese filling the air, the gentle clink of forks, and the laughter of friends and family as everyone dips and swirls their favorite bites. It's not just food, it's an experience that brings everyone together, sharing and laughing. Fondue is about connection, about reaching across the table, trying new flavors and making memories. Whether it's a casual get-together or a special celebration, fondue turns any meal into a festive occasion. Fondue is surprisingly simple to make. Just melt cheese and wine in a pot. Add a touch of garlic or a splash of kirsch if you like, and you're set. The beauty is in its simplicity. A handful of ingredients, a little patience, and you have a dish that feels both rustic and luxurious. The name comes from the French word fondre, meaning to melt. Fondue's roots run deep in the alpine regions of Switzerland and France, where cold winters called for hearty, warming meals. Born in the mountains, fondue was a clever way to use up old cheese and bread during long winters. When fresh food was scarce, families would gather around the fire, melting whatever cheese they had left and dipping in chunks of stale bread, transforming humble ingredients into something truly special. With just a few ingredients, you get something magical and comforting. Today, fondue can be as simple or as creative as you like. Try dipping apples, vegetables, or even little sausages for a modern twist. There's no fancy plating, just everyone dipping and swirling together, each bite a little adventure. It's a meal that encourages sharing, conversation, and a bit of playful competition over who gets the cheesiest bite. It's the ultimate party food, perfect for cozy nights or fun gatherings. Fondue brings warmth and joy to any setting, whether you're celebrating a holiday or just making an ordinary night feel special. Fondue slows things down and makes every bite special. It invites you to linger at the table, savoring not just the food, but the company and the moment. So are you ready to turn your table into the coziest spot in town? Gather your favorite people, light some candles, and let's get started on your own fondue adventure. When it comes to making fondue, having the right gear is essential for a smooth and enjoyable experience. You don't need a kitchen full of gadgets. Just a few well-chosen tools will set you up for success and make the process fun and stress-free. The centerpiece of any fondue night is the fondue pot, also known as a cacalon. Ceramic or earthenware pots are the traditional choice, and for good reason. They distribute heat evenly, which is crucial for keeping your cheese at the perfect, creamy consistency without burning or sticking to the bottom. The fondue pot sits on a sturdy stand, elevated above a small burner. This burner is usually powered by gel fuel or a simple tea light, both of which are easy to find and use. The gentle, consistent heat keeps your cheese warm and perfectly gooey throughout your meal, so you can dip and enjoy at your own pace. Next, you'll need fondue forks. These are long, slender, and often color-coded, so each guest can easily keep track of their own fork. This not only adds a bit of fun and color to your table, but also helps everyone avoid mix-ups as you dip bread, veggies, or fruit into the bubbling cheese. Before you even get to the fondue pot, you'll want to melt your cheese mixture in a sturdy saucepan or a Dutch oven on the stove. These heavy-bottomed pans help prevent scorching and make it easier to combine your ingredients smoothly before transferring everything to the fondue pot. For prepping your cheese, a box grater is your best friend. Grating your own cheese ensures it melts evenly and gives you the creamiest results. A wooden spoon is ideal for stirring, as it's gentle on your cookware and helps you blend everything together without scratching the pot. Always grate your cheese fresh from the block. Pre-shredded cheese might seem convenient, but it often contains anti-caking agents that can make your fondue grainy or clumpy. Taking a few extra minutes to grate your own cheese really pays off in the final texture and flavor. That's really all you need. No fancy or expensive gadgets required. Fondue is about simplicity and sharing, so keep your setup straightforward and focus on the essentials. With these basic tools, you're ready to create a cozy, interactive meal that brings everyone together. Fondue is as much about the experience as it is about the food, and having the right gear makes it easy for everyone to join in the fun. So gather your fondue pot, forks, saucepan, grater and wooden spoon. Lay them out on your kitchen counter, and you'll see just how simple and inviting a fondue night can be. Fondue gear is all about practicality and making the cheese shine. With your tools ready, you're set to dive into the delicious world of fondue. Let's move on to choosing the perfect cheese. The cheese is the heart of fondue, so choose wisely. Classic Swiss fondue blends Gruyere and Emmentaler for rich, nutty and creamy perfection. Gruyere brings depth and a smooth melt. Emmentaler adds buttery balance and that signature stretch. Use equal parts of both for the best flavor and texture. Dry white wine is essential. It helps the cheese melt smoothly and adds brightness. Rub the pot with garlic for subtle flavor. A splash of kirsch, cherry brandy, and a bit of cornstarch keep the fondue creamy and stable. No kirsch? Lemon juice works too. Finish with nutmeg and black pepper for warmth and spice. Ask your cheesemonger for advice if you're unsure. With these ingredients, you're set for cheesy bliss. Let's prep the dippers. Bread is the classic fondue dipper. Choose a crusty baguette or sourdough, cut into cubes with crust on each piece. Slightly stale bread works best, it holds up in the cheese. Toast the cubes for extra crunch and flavor. But don't stop at bread. Veggies like broccoli, cauliflower, and bell peppers are fantastic. Lightly steam or blanch them so they're tender but still firm. Try cherry tomatoes, mushrooms, or boiled new potatoes for variety. Add fruit like crisp apples or pears for a sweet-tart contrast. Cooked meats, sausage, meatballs, or grilled chicken are delicious too. Mix and match for a colorful, festive platter. The more variety, the more fun. Fondue is all about creativity and sharing. Now let's melt some magic. Time to make the fondue. Rub your pot with a cut garlic clove for flavor. Pour in dry white wine and gently heat until it simmers. Add cheese gradually, stirring in a figure-8 pattern for a smooth melt. Don't rush. Add a handful at a time and keep stirring. Once melted, stir in the cornstarch kirsch mixture to thicken and stabilize. Let it bubble for a minute to cook out the raw taste. Finish with nutmeg and black pepper. Transfer the pot to its stand and light the burner to keep it warm. The cheese should be creamy, glossy, and ready for dipping. It's quick, just 5 to 10 minutes from start to finish. Fondue is kitchen magic made simple. Gather everyone around the table. Let the dipping begin. The fondue pot is bubbling, the dippers are beautifully arranged, and the table is set for a cozy, interactive meal. Fondue isn't just about eating, it's about creating an experience, a moment to slow down and savor good food and great company. Whether you're hosting a dinner party or enjoying a quiet night in, fondue brings everyone together around the pot, inviting laughter, conversation, and a little bit of friendly competition over who gets the cheesiest bite. Start by choosing your dipper. Classic cubes of crusty bread, vibrant vegetables, or even slices of apple for a sweet twist. Spear your bread or veggie firmly on the fondue fork, making sure it's secure so it won't slip off in the pot. Dip your chosen bite deep into the molten cheese, letting it soak up all that creamy, flavorful goodness. Swirl your fork in a gentle figure-8 motion. This not only coats your dipper evenly, but also helps keep the cheese smooth and prevents it from clumping. As you lift your fork out, give it a little twirl above the pot. This simple move keeps the cheese from dripping onto the table or your lap and makes for a tidier, more enjoyable experience. Remember, fondue etiquette is key. Slide your cheesy bite onto your plate with a regular fork. Never eat straight from the fondue fork, as it goes back into the communal pot. This keeps things hygienic and pleasant for everyone at the table. Now take a moment to savor the flavors. Notice the richness of the cheese, the subtle notes of wine and garlic, and the satisfying crunch of your dipper. Each bite is a blend of textures and tastes that make fondue so special. Fondue is all about relaxed, continuous dipping and sharing. There's no need to rush. Enjoy the process. Chat with friends, and let the meal unfold at its own pace. Don't be afraid to experiment with different dippers. Try everything from roasted potatoes to cured meats, and discover your favorite flavor combinations. Each dipper brings something unique to the pot. Keep the cheese moving with an occasional gentle stir. This prevents the skin from forming on top and keeps the cheese silky and inviting for everyone. Embrace the slow, social pace of fondue. It's a meal meant to be enjoyed over time, with plenty of conversation and laughter along the way. In the end, fondue is as much about the company as it is about the food. So gather your friends, dip in, and make memories that will last long after the pot is empty. Fondue may be Swiss at heart, but it's beloved worldwide. In Switzerland, it's a national dish and a symbol of togetherness. The French regions of Savoy and Franche-Comté have their own versions, using local cheeses like Comté and Beaufort. Italians in the Aosta Valley make fonduta with fontina cheese and egg yolks for a rich custardy twist. Fondue is served with bread, polenta or gnocchi. Delicious variations everywhere. In the US and Canada, fondue became a retro party hit and is making a comeback. From ski lodges to trendy restaurants, People love gathering around a bubbling pot. The joy of melted cheese is truly universal. Fondue brings people together no matter where you are. Hosting a fondue party is easy and fun. Prep your dippers and cheese ahead of time so you can relax with your guests. One pot serves 4 to 6. Use 2 pots for bigger groups or different fondue flavors. Set a cozy mood with music, candles, and a round table for easy sharing. Pair with crisp white wine for the perfect match. Add playful traditions. If someone drops their bread, maybe they owe a favor or a toast. Fondue parties are about laughter, conversation, and great food. Make it your own with creative dippers and rules. Fondue guarantees a memorable, delicious night. You've mastered fondue. From the perfect cheese blend to creative dippers and smooth melting. Fondue is simple, interactive, and brings people together. It's a global comfort food, perfect for any occasion. Remember, add cheese slowly, stir constantly, and enjoy every bite. Don't be afraid to experiment with flavors and dippers. Fondue is more than a meal. It's an event. So grab your pot, gather your friends, and start dipping. You've earned every cheesy, glorious bite.